It's Holy Joe Rock and Roll for the all-new This Old New House, and I want to talk to you today about toilets in Europe. I don't remember seeing these. These are not that popular in the United States. These are toilets with the tank that goes behind the wall. And I think the reason for that is that Americans generally are practical people, and they realize that after a while the toilets are going to break and you can't fix something that's behind the wall. Okay, there's also the question of mildew, moisture buildup behind the wall. I don't know why these are popular in Europe. People want to hide the tank. It makes no sense. In Germany, there was a tradition where the water tank was actually up above, and it would fill up there. It would be open to the air, it would fill up there, and then when you flush the toilet, the water, using gravity, would rush down a pipe and flush the toilet. Now, I thought that was an excellent way to hide the tank. It's just up above where it's going to be out of the way. Now, the reason why this is an issue is not really the toilet. So far, the toilets that I've installed in my last project, my longest project, I should say, it's been over 5 years now, they're still good to go. And they were the standard toilets, you know, this type of style where the tank is just visible as usual, right? And had no problem. The cool thing is, if something breaks, it's easy. It's right there. It's right there, right? If you put the toilet behind the wall, unless you plan for it and have some kind of trap door to open it up, most people don't do that. They seal it up with tiles, and you got to break the wall. So that is just insane for you know, as a builder, as a man who does construction and renovations part-time, and also has owned multiple houses and has dealt with this kind of shit as an owner and also as a landlord. It doesn't make sense from a maintenance perspective to hide the freaking tank behind the wall. That's just my personal professional opinion. Whereas these, okay, yeah, they're exposed. They can accumulate moisture on the tanks because the water is cold and it can drip on the floor. But what do you think's happening behind the wall? You don't think that's happening behind the wall? So, that's toilets. The second issue I have is with showers. Now, the last big shower project I did, my wife insisted that we get a shower cabinet, okay? It wasn't actually from this store, from another store we got a shower cabinet. Now, I'm an Italian American, I like tiles, I like doing shit right. Okay, now what I recommended, because we had a totally open space, was to tile the walls, get something for the floor where the water would accumulate and go into the drain, and then everything would be, again, everything would be visible, okay? You'd have the tap, you'd have the water fixture, and everything would be easily maintainable. Now, the cost for me to do that job and or get somebody to help me was turned out to be approximately the same as if we bought a freaking pre-built cabinet. Okay, so we got the pre-built cabinet on her insistence, and of course, it's broken now. 5 years later, there is a break behind the wall, behind the cabinet. Not this cabinet, but I'm just saying, like, so if you can imagine, here's where the water would come out from behind the wall, and behind the cabinet, it's busted. Probably a simple thing like the seal broke, okay? And it's leaking from behind the cabinet. Now, imagine a cabinet like this up against the wall. You got your sink in front of it or onto the side and a toilet on the other side. Unless you got a huge bathroom, you're going to have to either remove the toilet or remove the sink in order to move this cabinet out because it was built in place, or you're going to disassemble the entire cabinet. So it's a lot of work to fix what may be just a rubber gasket that may have busted in the back. Now, if this was done the right way, the Italian-American way, or the traditional, even European way, with just tiles, you could have seen the leak, and maybe you would have to dig into the wall bit, but it would be relatively easy to fix, okay? So these are some things to think about when you're designing your bathroom. The toilet selection is very critical, and also how you do your shower. Now, I'm cool with sliding shower doors, see-through shower doors and that kind of stuff. That's cool. And actually it is a safe space saver for the smaller bathrooms if you can put in a shower cabinet, right? Then you don't need a bathtub. Although I prefer having a bathtub with a shower extension. So it does dual usage, right? And of course, when it comes to bathtubs, I always recommend the steel enamel bathtubs because those will protect you in the event of a nuclear attack. You can jump into the bathtub and you can duck down, all right? At least partially. As opposed to these, and they're cheaper. They're cheaper than the fiberglass ones, which don't seem to have that much strength. All right, this has been Holy Joe Rock and Roll back in one of these Home Depot-like places here in Poland, talking about toilets and showers and what I feel are best practices for you in Europe. Just real quick, when you buy a place, it comes empty. It just comes with the walls, and you got to put everything else in. I mean, usually if you're buying a new place, if you're buying some place that somebody else already lived in, of course it probably is ready to move into. But otherwise, if you buy a new place, it's going to be unfinished, and you have to do all the work yourself. So think about what you're doing. Think about what you're going to buy. And yeah, see, look at this fiberglass one, right? It's like rubbery plastic. These are all fiberglass ones. Do not like them. I do not like them. This is metal. Big difference. Big difference. Hope you can see that, hear that. All right. It's been Holy Joe Rock and Roll for the all-new This Old House. Remember to always make it happen for the captain, because you're the captain. Hey folks, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new to this channel. Hit the like button, thumb it up, give me a comment down below. What are your pro tips for bathrooms, whether it be sinks or toilets or showers? Let me know down below. Again, this has been Holy Joe Rock and Roll.